Dan Brooks, the director of Perfect Sisters, and I'm here with Sion Movies.
Taylor Kalupa with Sion Movies. We're here at the Landmark in Los Angeles for the Perfect Sisters premiere. Can't wait to see who shows up and what their thoughts are on this dark, true story film.
I'm a producer of television movies for 25 years. I did 60 movies, won an Emmy and Golden Globe nominations, and I was looking for something to do as a director, and I had originally developed this as a TV movie because it had female parts, but it was just too dark to do for television, teen drug use and teen sex and all that, and so it was one of the rare times I took a script back. And so when I made the decision I wanted to direct, this was the one on the shelf that I took off and said, okay, and I called the screenwriters and said, do a pass to see if this could be a feature. And when I read their script, I knew that was it.
Okay, cool. When you originally read the script, were you just like, I have to do this project, I love it, or?
I'm a parent of teenagers myself, and so when I read it, I saw all of the family dynamics that I felt could make a very rich and complex movie, because nobody's really a hero, nobody's really a villain. The mother's a victim, and at the same time, she's not particularly sympathetic. The daughters are victims, but they're not particularly sympathetic. That makes for an interesting movie, where everybody's complicated, everybody's gray, nobody's black or white, and I thought that was a rich, fabric for a movie.
So you said you do mostly you did mostly TV movies in the past. What was it like making a film that wasn't for TV? Was it any different, or?
I thought the transition would be simple because I had done all the casting on all of my movies. I'd done all the post-production on all my movies. So I thought, the only thing I really haven't done is say action on the first day, say cut on the last day. I'm good. Oh, was I wrong? It's so much more intense than producing. Producing is all about pre-production, but directing is the whole thing from soup to nuts, and I was not at all prepared for the intensity of the experience or the amount of focus I would require and how fast the day would go. When they would come up to me and say, you got a half hour left, I would go, what? A half hour? That's not possible. And as a producer, I'd be going, oh, when's this day going to end? And as a director, I'd go, please don't ever end.
So has directing this did you come out of it like, I love directing more than producing, or have you?
I'm got the bug, full hook, line, and sinker. I am a director now. I don't know if anyone will let me do it again, but I am absolutely a director. I could not go back to just producing. I may produce and direct, but I don't think I could actually go back to just producing.
Right. Directing is so much more of it. You have so much more say in everything. Did you, when you first read the script and you knew you were going to make it like a movie, did you think of Abigail Breslin right off the bat, or were you?
Abby was my first choice, and I was lucky enough to have worked with Spencer Breslin, her brother, on 3 movies as a television producer. So I knew the mom, I knew the agent, so I was blessed to have the luxury of being able to make an offer to an actress without money, that she read the script without having to, and that was great. And since she was my first choice, it was just kismet that I happened to know her family. And then she said yes, and so I had my movie, and then actually didn't find Georgie until the very end. She was the last person we cast.
Wow, yeah, she was saying before that you wanted someone with a Canadian or American accent. She said, I almost didn't do it, but I was like, I have to. So it's a good thing she did.
Yeah, well, her audition, she taped herself from home and sent it to the casting director, and they sent it to me, and I hit play in my little office in Winnipeg, and I said, hello, my name is Georgie Henley, I'm reading for the Paul Beth, and I thought, okay, well, this is a disaster, and then she turned around. And when she turned back around into camera, she had this transformation like Norman Bates and had become Beth. And her accent was dead on perfect American. So I knew I had her. I started screaming, I found Beth, I found Beth.
Oh, that's cool, especially that she put it on tape herself. I always love hearing those stories. So what's next for you for directing? Have you already decided what you want to do or thought about it at all?
Well, I directed a second movie after this that just premiered on Lifetime called The Grim Sleeper with Macy Gray that did really well and is now repeating for the rest of this month. And then I'm going to look to do, I hope, something other than true crime. I'd like to find something a little more comedic next time around.
Make sure to check out Perfect Sisters, which will be released in theaters this Friday, April 11th. See you next time.